Look, you some kind of liberal junkie? F off.
Yes, sir. What up, YouTube? You bunch of liberal junkies? Thank you for making it all the way to part 9 of Grand Theft Auto 5 with a therapist. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for taking the time to watch my playthrough. I know that Grand Theft Auto is an old game. There's a lot of people you could watch playlists, and the fact that you've chosen to watch me is fantastic. This guy's not thrilled about it, but you know what? That's okay. I really hope you enjoyed part 8. As always, leave a thumbs up on the video if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment if there's something you want to say to me about what you saw, if there's something that stood out to you, something you learned, something you disagree with, whatever it might be. I love reading the comments. Thank you for all the engagement on these. This has been a very popular video series so far by standard of the channel at the time that I'm making it. So I'm really grateful for all the engagement. And again, I'll make another appeal, as I always do. If you are not subscribed to the channel, but you have made it to part 9 of this playthrough, please consider subscribing to the channel. You can turn off notifications if you don't want them, but subscriptions are really a great way to support the channel. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps my videos get into the algorithm more often, so that more people can benefit from this. All the links for my other socials are down in the description. Check those out. And also my merch store is down in the description as well. Maybe we'll have some Grand Theft Auto 5-ish themed merch that shows up at some point, as we've done with other playthroughs. So thanks again for being here. Let's enjoy part 9. You liberal junkies. What is going on here? Okay, there we go. So, we have a Franklin mission here. Oh, let's go see our boy Cletus while we're up here in rural San Andreas, huh? Yeah, I believe it, Dan. Twisted part of the so episode 7 was the most intense mission of the game. The game does not get any more intense than that. What up, O'Neal? You dick?
Ah, Brother O'Neal.
Fuck you, man.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're the guy stealing contracts.
You burnt the farm, killed my brothers.
You had too many brothers. They needed culling.
You're fucking dead.
Aren't we all? We live and we die. That's our curse. Hey, you want to expedite the situation? Come fucking find me. Vespucci Beach, Los Santos, you inbred hillbilly fuck.
I'll be there, man. I don't know when, but I'll be there.
All right. Well, that was lovely. That's a good, nice start. Love how nobody cares about this car. I'm literally able to steal it, sit there and answer a phone call, and still nobody came out to take it from me. They must have good insurance. I mean, it's kind of freaky, right? Like, if Trevor doesn't care whether he lives or dies, that's like the ultimate leverage. I know we talked about that before, but what do you use? You can't touch that. A person who's not afraid to die, like, survival is the last. It's the backstop for most purpose. Wonder what Cletus is gonna have us shoot. A stop sign on a highway. That's this is gonna be. All right, here we go. This just seems like it wouldn't be. Okay, we're good. Come on, baby, speed up. Really does feel like when you're driving between Vegas and LA. It's got those vibes. think that drive is a lot more enjoyable in Grand Theft Auto than it is in real life. Doing a cool 80.
Damn.
This old girl can still get up on it. Come on, can we break 100 in this? She ain't broke 100 since 1971. Should probably change clothes. I look a little bit suspicious wearing all this.
Real bad. I gotta go.
Can I help you?
Okay, well, come on then. You've got yourself into quite a pickle, haven't you, little lady? So, I'm assuming a hospital, right?
No, no hospitals. Can you take me to Sandy Shores? I got people there who can help me out. Cholo Springs Avenue.
Sandy Shores. It's your lucky day. We're virtually neighbors. I assume you've heard of Trevor Phillips Enterprises?
What? No, I don't think so.
No point introducing you to my friends in the mountains, the state you're in.
What? Which friends?
Wow, it's just an aging organization in desperate need of some young blood. Another time, perhaps.
This right here should be evidence to all of us that Trevor is capable of what we would consider to be reasonable discourse with people. This is the counter argument to Trevor being a psychopath. His ability to stop on the side of the road, to recognize that this person is injured, to help this person, to engage in meaningful conversations with this person, and to not just fly completely off the handle. So to anybody who sits here and says Trevor's not capable of compassion, he's just a total unhinged jackass, in some ways that becomes more of a reflection of us than him. Has he done bad things? Yes. And I'm going to get really tired of consistently saying I don't excuse the behavior of the people in Grand Theft Auto. But this moment right here and the way that he is engaging with this person shows that at the very least, he can read a situation and knows what kind of relational dynamic that situation is called for. So at the very least, he can read the situation in a way that maybe we don't expect him to based on the way that we see him engage with people he knows. Just putting it out.
Look, thanks for this. Another 20 seconds, I'd have had the cops all over me.
What the hell happened back there?
Don't worry about it, okay? It's not worth it.
I'm helping a bleeding girl who won't go to hospital or the cops flee the scene of a dead body. I reckon I deserve some deets here, girlfriend.
Just a job that went wrong. Trust me. Don't want to know.
Oh, come on. I love hearing about criminal bloopers. Makes me feel so much better about myself.
So you're in the game?
You know, it really pains me when people refer to my lifestyle choices as a game. Really undermines all my hard work.
I bet that's as genuine of a statement as he has ever said. I do believe that Trevor is proud of what he does. I do believe that. I do believe he values hard work. I do think he looks at all that he has accomplished, even though it's in an arena that conventionally we would say that's not a place to be proud of. What we have to say about that right now doesn't really matter. Trevor is proud of what he does. I do very, very much believe him when he says that. And having what he does minimized is something that we've seen happen several times and is something that Trevor is pretty sensitive to, because I think he wants recognition for the hard work he puts in, despite the fact that, like, the arena he puts the hard work in is questionable. That felt very genuine.
Look, we hit a pawn shop, okay? But it was a sting. Cops were waiting for us. Supposed to be an easy job, low risk, 20K each. I was the driver.
Oh. Okay, you gonna follow up with a question there, Trevor? What up, Dauntless? Thank you for the raid, friend. Y'all don't, if y'all haven't enjoyed the wonderful thing that is a Dauntless snack, make sure you go to Dauntless Snacks online, use code UMatter at checkout, get 10% off your order, and support my stream. The most delicious meat sticks you've ever had in your life, I promise you. Thank you, Anonymous, for continuing to gift subs. I am grateful for that. I really wish Trevor would have followed up on that conversation.
No. Aguanto más.
Can't go on. Ugh.
My Spanish is pretty basic, but I'm assuming that means you're dead? Yep. Well, you win some, you lose some.
Look at this!
Can we get a moment of silence, I guess? What? Okay, well, I don't really... We never got more information about what she did. And I'm pretty sure interacting with her at the scene of a crime is probably a crime. Don't act like you've known that woman your entire life. Like it never even happened. I really hope there wasn't more to that one. I really hope there wasn't more to that mission. I mean, I don't know. That can't possibly be the only car at the bottom of that lake, right? Modern problems require modern solutions. Yes, do not answer. Do not tell me what it could have been, Blue. I did what I needed to do. I did what felt right. That car needed to go too. It was affiliated with too much. Oh, here we go. You there. Nice dirt bike.
My face. I know all about Give me the fucking bike!
Yeah. Thank you.
Fuck.
Hey, you know what? We gave that woman relationship, connection and comfort in her final moments. Better than dying on the side of the road, I think. She died in the comfort of a 1971 Chevy, I don't even know what. That seat was more comfortable than the hot asphalt on a May afternoon, all right? Left there to not just decompose, but to cook on the street. Instead, her body will brine in the Salt Lake. I don't even know what I'm trying to say right now. I can't justify what I did. But I did it. It's over. It's not. What? 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 Yo! I'm protecting myself here.
Dumbass.
Idiot. I don't really understand why people are after me right now. What did I do? Anyway, let's go talk to Cletus. He was the guy you stole the bike from? I don't know. That guy didn't... I mean, unless that guy was able to get onto something faster than what I've got and catch up with me. Did we actually just go through a eulogy in Rockstar with nothing bad happening? No, I got shot up. I was kind of... Well, no, I stopped before that person started shooting me up. Dumped a stolen car and a dead woman in the lake. What did I do? We're good. Let's go talk to old Cletus. Maybe. Hold on. Is this going to be a night of nonsense here? Ooh, what's going on here? Sir? Oh, I'm not... Nope, I'm not robbing the armored car. Nope. That's not gonna happen right now. I will say, I'm surprised that that guy by himself is just like, oh, how much money do you think's on that? Nah. Nope, nope, nope. I'm better than that. I'm better than that. That's money that could go to some hard-working folks. I'm better than that. There's people that get paid with the money in that truck. Oh, what up, Paul? I'd argue that arms
There you
rock.
are, Trevor.
Oh, but ain't my favorite marksman, huh? How are you, Cletus?
Fine and dandy, sir. You ready to hunt some elk?
Beat satellite dishes. Lead the way.
Oh, here you go. Now, put this in your mouth. A bad day hunting still beats a good day working, my pa always used to say.
What did I just put in my mouth? Put this in your mouth.
What is this thing in my mouth?
Yeah, thank you.
And why do I have the feeling I'm not the first person to use it?
I'll explain that in a while. Let's start with the basics for now. Elk senses are razor sharp. If they see you or hear you, you'll spook them, and they'll bolt. You gotta move slowly and quietly and keep that aside. But an elk's nose is as big as defense. When you're tracking elk, you always need to watch the wind direction. If you don't stay downwind of them, they'll pick up your scent and be gone before you can say boo, especially with that distinctive, musk of yours.
I'm calling pot and kettle on that, my friend.
All right, this is a prime area right here. You feeling ready, Trevor?
Raring to go.
Okay, let's see if we can bag ourselves some elk. I saw a young bull using a down tree to scratch his antlers on not 10 minutes ago. Follow me. I'll keep us downwind so we don't spook them.
Happy birthday, General. Oh, I hear him. There he is. Oh, there he is.
Go on, put him down. In the head. Trevor, you're colder than a mother-in-law's kiss. All right, stick with me. I'll lead us further in. Keep quiet and stay close.
Are we
I
gonna
ain't
go?
seen much else and nothing else out here. But we're gonna have to see if we can coax one into the open. That's where that thing you've been chewing on comes in.
Not gonna go get it?
Ah, yes. Please enlighten me. It tastes like old person.
That's a diaphragm. Mm-hmm. An elk whistle, you and me. All right, give it a good blow. See if we can get any nearby elk to holler back.
Sounds like someone strangling a clarinet player, and I talk from experience.
Shh, listen. Okay, you hear that? He's over there. You're downwind, so he's yours to lose, Trevor. Go get him. You got him. Pull the trigger. Wow, you blew his damn head off. Okay, follow me. We'll move a little further in. Stay quiet. I think we might have a mating pair up ahead. Let's check it out. Now, remember, if it's a pair, we're only here for the male. No does. That's my rule. So if you see one with no antlers, leave it be. Blow your whistle again. See if you can get a beat on them.
A lot of deer in this area. All right, I gotta make sure I'm downwind. Answer me. Daddy Deer's got needs. There we go.
Okay, this is good. Same as before. Nice and steady.
These two deer banging. Oop.
Now lay him in the shade. You leave that doe alone now, Trevor.
Man, I got a killer boyfriend.
You got this now, Trevor. You're on your own for the next one. Tell you what, I got an idea how we can go in on this together. Text me pick your next kill, and we'll talk business. I gotta go. Good luck. I'll holler at you in a while.
All right, we'll kill one more. We'll take a picture. That's what I'm saying, Princess. Like, the fact that we're not even collecting the elk, we're just killing them. Not a good look. Oh, you asked me to remind you about getting that chopper from Fort Zancudo. Oh, I already answered. All right, we already answered that. Wade. All right. Nice job. Well done.
Got the photo. Another nice kill. So this is what I'm thinking. All this demand for wild-raised meat with them city folks right now? If we divide and conquer, I reckon we could make ourselves a tidy little sideline. Text me a photo of your quarry. I'll let you know what it's worth, and come by to pick it up soon as I can. I like my meat with some age on it anyways. What do you say?
Yeah, I say we'll see. I got a few other irons in the fire at the moment.
All right, well, the offer's there. And you can keep that elk collar. Was my grandma's before she passed. Be hearing from you.
Your grandmother's diaphragm, huh? Hunting is now available for Trevor only. The hunting outfit has been added to your wardrobe. Sweet. I enjoy driving these. Back to Los Santos. We'll go here. Yeah. Nice little casual nighttime drive. Cletus seems like a, fine, hard-working fellow. Honest business. There's demand. He's meeting the supply. Can't fault him for that. I also really, I appreciate that Cletus just kind of, he doesn't seem intimidated by Trevor at all. He just interacts with Trevor like he's another dude, and Trevor takes pretty well to that. Some tunes going. It's almost like when Trevor isn't threatened like a maniac, he doesn't act like one. Yeah, when he doesn't have to posture for power. When he doesn't have to save face. He can be a pretty reasonable dude. Which just goes to show just how important taking into account a contextual variable like the type of person and what is called for in a given interaction. That's really important. Oh!
That was entirely your fault!
Was it? Oh god. Oh god. Oh, that took the headlights out. Can't believe the first crash didn't take the headlights out, but... hell? I got a radio on this thing? I got a ham radio on this? I like driving on these roads. They're a lot of fun. This is the kind of like roads where in real life I would love to just like have my car and just like know that there's nobody else on the streets and just rip around on these. Driving through Beverly Hills on my dune buggy. Roll the music. Let's see what we got here.
Wonderful.
A veritable treasure trove.
That's a perfectly good sock and an entire courgette.
Oh, I think you mean zucchini, Mrs. Thornhill. Oh, so wasteful.
They're not like you and me. Is that a toothbrush?
What's in that plastic bag? Soup?
Oh my.
Oh, I'd say the bulimia's back, wouldn't you? Nail clippings? Yay or nay?
These tights are barely laddered at all. What on earth is that?
Oh, I think it's Mexican food.
So exotic.
Prune juice? It really is all the rage.
Such fun.
Just ignore us.
Yes, don't mind us. Pretend we're not here.
Okay. You're not Jock Cranley, are you? Actor and artist? I love your work. Oh, stunt double. Oh, our favorite show. Mrs. Thornhill, snap.
Watch the birdie.
Oh, pretend to throttle me.
Take a look at Trevor's face. I actually really love this. This, to me, personifies, or no, personifies isn't the right word. This, to me, illustrates, to me, how Trevor manages the initial sequences of interactions with people. This is unexpected to him. He looks confused. But if you compare this to every other interaction we've seen with Trevor, even with people he doesn't know, he's watching. He's observing. He's not cutting in. Probably because he's so thrown by this. But that's some real, I think, sophistication on his part. He is paying attention to what's happening, trying to find something that he can hook onto or understand before he engages with them. And that's a really important skill for really any of us to use. And it speaks, I think, again, to Trevor's ability to assess what's happening around him, to assess the things that he's about to engage in. What do I need to know here in order to be able to control this engagement with people that are very unpredictable to me? Even he's thrown by this. And so instead of jumping in and interacting and heightening how unpredictable it is, he is sitting back and he's watching it to see where he can go in. And I think that's a really cool touch, and it's juxtaposed against basically every single interaction we've seen with him. It's easy to get distracted by what these two people are doing because we're all kind of like, what? And even Trevor, I think we can empathize with Trevor in this moment. He's like, I don't know what the hell's going on, but he's observing. He's not jumping in. More of us would do well to do that.
Yes, like you did on that poster you did.
Yeah, okay, well, that would be my pleasure. Like that, huh? Yeah? Maybe something like this? Or like that? Huh? You like that?
That's enough, have you?
You like that?
Please!
Oh, hey!
Thank you.
Wow, that's quite a woman there, huh? We are not worthy. We're not worthy.
We're not
I'm not Jock, what's his name?
Cranley, big star in the 80s.
We love celebs. That's why we came to Tinseltown.
Yes. Before we met you, we were trying to break in to Bruce Spade's house and steal his rubbish.
The things these stars throw away. They're not like you or me.
Mrs. Thornhill has the most unbelievable collection of celebrity underwear and bathroom products. Things they've actually used themselves.
You guys have a great vacation, all right? I gotta go.
We could do with some help. All this climbing over walls and rooting through bins, it's such a business. Nigel's got an arthritic knee.
What do you need?
Just a few Vinewood souvenirs for my museum.
Look at this map. I mean, a lot of these places have famous people living in them, and some that are just hanging about. Bring us some things. I'd be very thankful indeed.
Americans are the most wonderful people in the world, aren't they?
The best.
Such fun.
Pair of fruitcakes.
I really appreciate Trevor just letting that happen. Like, I really do. Now, I get it. He choked him out. It was a little, a little bit there. It's kind of like, all right, dude. But, like, for the most, he just kind of let it happen. There might be a lot of money for him in this. It's stuff that's being thrown away. You know what's funny to me is that, like, going through people's trash is like a moral gray area to an extent. Like, at what point does an item no longer be like, is it no longer your item because it's been discarded in the trash? Like, there's a weird gray area there. I don't know if there's laws about it. If there is, I'd love it if a lawyer told me. But I don't know what the laws are on that. Like, these people going through the trash and finding stuff and then keeping it for themselves. They're not sending it to to TMZ and selling it to people. They're just keeping it for themselves. Like, seems like a nice shared activity to have in retirement. I don't know. They could do worse, I guess. But that was a fascinating interaction because to watch Trevor be thrown off is great. That was really interesting. I admire couples that still find things to do together in their retirement. Boy, we got a long way to go down here, but let's go deal with the FIB. Has the house been reconstructed, or is this still destroyed? Looks like maybe it's been reconstructed. Nice. Suppose Trevor wouldn't know to look at that, but... I would not trust the structural integrity of those places. If you are able to get us some celebrity mementos on your travels around the city, that would be marvelous. Some information gleaned from Mrs. Thornhill's magazines. Thanks, Nigel. I just got a text from him. What is this? In the U.S., if trash is out at the street, it's legal for police anyone to search your trash, as it's assumed your action constitutes abandoning ownership. I think that was decided by the Supreme Court. See, that shit is interesting. See what kind of stuff we potentially have in here. Going dumpster diving? What are we grabbing here? Enter the club and find Willie.
My bad. Sorry about that.
Hey, remember me? It's Mama.
Mama, I kicked it with a few nights back.
Honey, I will break your face.
Show me how tough.
Whoa. Don't take no offense, Mamacita.
I bet I could hit your G-sharp every time.
You guys were amazing tonight.
Aye, I know.
Chin Stainer is like my ultimate breakup song.
That track is so fucking layered, man. It's like a Renaissance painting, buried in all the knobs and titties as art. You know what I mean? You got any chewing gum or benzos on you?
Oh, no, I don't. I'm sorry. Have the others left already?
Yeah, they went back to the hotel. Percy forgot to take his statins this morning and Jez's prostate's giving him jit.
Is it true that you guys trashed the suite?
Nah, that's just a PR thing. I mean, I still get wrecked every night, but it doesn't define me. You know, if these pants could talk, I'd have to kill them.
I know every word of Dangerous Bastard.
I remember one gig we did here in the 80s. So many people overdosed, it's officially classified as genocide.
Oh, I wish I'd been born to see that.
How old are you anyway, sweetheart?
I'm 20. Oh, I mean, I'm like 22.
Can't be too careful. Every celeb in Britain's getting done for jailbait these days. This is awkward. I've got nothing left to say. I mean, normally the lassies are gobbling me by now.
That's fine. I don't mind just watching you.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's so good. You know what? Aside from that just being a fabulous little like way to handle that from Rockstar's perspective, that's actually not a bad tactic. If you feel awkward, sometimes just owning the awkwardness is great. Like, it's a really nice way to cut through it. Sometimes the thing that continues to make things awkward in conversation is when people don't acknowledge the awkwardness. I'm not talking about, like, being proactive about awkwardness that you think is going to happen. I mean, like, if you reach a spot in a conversation where, like, it feels sort of weird and you don't really know what to say, trying to, like, be a hero and just, like, fake your way through it or whatever sometimes isn't great. Sometimes be like, well, hey, this is kind of awkward because I'm out of things to say, and normally this would be a time where I might have something else to say. Like, and sometimes there's a shared experience in that can really connect people. So as hilarious as that piece of dialogue is, it's actually not a terrible tactic to use when you're in a social situation if something like that happens. Oh, I love that. That was good. That was so good.
Hey man, no more autographs.
Hey, that's okay. I want something more personal.
Piss off, you twat, before I kick your ass.
Beat up Willie. What are you going to do about it, Willie? Collect Willie's gold tooth.
Dispatch to units in Vinewood. We have reports of an assault on a celebrity at Tequila Lodge. Backup and medical assistance required.
I robbed the cash register. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh man. Oh man. Are the cops gonna come in here? Can I hide from the cops in here? I just beat Willie up because I need to get an artifact from him. This is different than going through trash. We needed his gold tooth. Uh-oh. I don't think this is the way. This is not the way. Oh god. Oh god.
Go! You're a
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, this just got all this for a tooth. Oh no. Oh, okay. Well, there's that too. Wow.
He's trying to kill me. I'm a musical icon.
Dispatch to units in Vinewood. We have reports of an assault.
Somebody stop that nutter!
Backup and medical assistance required.
Need your car, miss.
Oh, no!
Never mind. Who knew that the antidote is to just drive away? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. It's just a tooth.
The work is done here.
Oh! Why am I wearing a parachute? Oh no, the pool's... Here we go. Get in the pool. It's gonna be a meme around here. Get in the pool. To get away from the 5-0. There we go. 2 out of 2 times it's worked.
Guess what, you crazy English fruitcake?
Oh, I'm dreadful at guessing, aren't I, Mrs. Thornhill? No, she can't hear me. She's washing out a nappy from Samantha Muldoon's dustbin.
Yeah, 1 gold tooth, courtesy of Love Fist, complete with complimentary DNA.
Marvelous, marvelous. Oh, Jock, I knew you wouldn't let us down.
Toodaloo!
I love that he calls me Jock. A nice car. Forgot the gate code. This car is nice.
You didn't see my car?
What do you want, Brett?
Try to remember to put music on when I'm doing long drives.
Robbery! Call the cops!
Not those bikers again.
You gotta stop that guy! He jacked all my money!
Vigilante justice. Hey, homie. Damn it.
Excuse me,
Damn it!
my car!
Ah!
Go fuck yourself! That fucking showed you! Gotta reload! You make me want a lobotomy!
$2,000. Now I could return it? I'll be a good guy. I'll be a good guy. $2,000. I got plenty of money. That $2,000 probably means more to that guy. We'll assume that he worked hard for it.
That was close.
If he was freaking out over $2,000.
There's a guy coming.
Yeah, what's
there
up?
you go. I persuaded him to change his mind.
Incredible, dude. You should keep some of that for yourself.
Ah, don't thank me. I'd have tried to kill them all anyway.
Take the compliment, Trevor. You did a good thing, buddy. Alright, now where were we?
Move!
There we go. We did our good deed for the day, and it's only like 5 a.m. Let's pat ourselves on the back. Oh god. Oh god. Hey, I'm gonna use this drive to just say, those of you that are here live, or if you're watching the VOD, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this playthrough and to hang out. I really appreciate your support of what I do. It means the world to me. Thanks for just watching the content. Those of you that provide any kind of financial assistance, I appreciate that too. But more than anything, I hope that these playthroughs are meaningful to you in some way, and that you learn something from them, and that this adds to, you know, maybe your already enjoyable experience of what you've seen so far from this game. Or if you haven't seen it before, thanks for letting me be the person that brings you through it.
Is this bullshit? We handled your little immigration problem, whatever the fuck it was. We're straight.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. You killed people, you tortured people, committed a litany of other crimes. Oh, we're so sorry.
Here's Trevor.
Great! Looky, huh? Bunch of government shitbags and their favorite stoolie. What's he been telling you?
Oh, he just said how you guys were happy to help the government in any way you can.
Oh, really? Huh? Because I was told that if we helped out with that thing, which we did, then our past indiscretions would be forgotten in a haze of patriotic fervor.
Who told you that? Did I tell you that? I'm in charge here, Fruity. Me! You understand?
Not quite. Well, can you explain that again?
What I was saying! Oh, you're good.
I'm in charge, says the person who's totally not in control of all of his emotions. As we talked about before with this guy, if you have to say you're in control, if you have to demand respect, if you go out of your way to make sure that people understand where you're at in the hierarchy, you probably don't have power. That's not how power works. It's not how humans over time have not gotten power by saying they have it. Humans get power by social reinforcement, by natural hierarchies that show up by virtue of who can have a certain show of force and respect. There are, I know, over history, people who have grabbed respect and taken it via violence and marginalization. I understand that, right? But when you go out of your way to overcompensate for a lost sense of power, that doesn't mean you have power. It means that you perceive yourself as not having it, and you're putting in these false things to try to maintain it and intimidate people into thinking that you have it. People who are true leaders and have power don't have to wave it in everybody's face.
The three cunts.
Listen, we need help with something else. Some of the government
Some of it is pretty corrupt.
Oh no.
Not your bit, right?
Yes, but we're corrupt in a good way.
But the agency, they want to encourage panic so they can guarantee their budgets. That's how they get paid.
It's a major problem.
And now they've secured some funds that we need to use in our fight against crime as a way of bribing corrupt officials.
Really? And where are they getting that from?
Drugs. Those bastards love to sell drugs.
Who doesn't?
We think they're gonna use this money to finance a war on our streets. And we need you boys to requisition that money for us.
The bonds are leaving the terminal in an armored car.
Yeah, fuck you, Dave. We don't have time to prepare the right way.
It's not my concern. I cannot allocate any more resources to this.
You'll be fine.
Fuck you, Dave.
Nice work, Slick. We're gonna be doing pat-downs at the airport before those fucking clowns are done with us.
You know, fuck you.
Hey, look, man. It is what it is. Now, how the fuck we gonna get this done?
I don't know.
Franklin comes up 100 every single time, man. Every single time. People spend so much time thinking about and pondering what things could be, what they wish they were, what we wish and hope was the case right now. And it distracts people from paying attention to the things that they can actually influence and respond to. When Franklin says to Michael and Trevor here, guys, it is what it is. We need to solve this problem. That is taking control. That is leadership. It's an acknowledgement. You don't have to necessarily accept the current circumstances. You certainly have to acknowledge them. We are in a jam. We are in a pseudo position of power because they also have these guys by the necks. Everybody is beholden to everybody here. And Franklin says, let's work with what we got. We have to accept what this is. We have to problem solve what we have. We can't be sitting here making this about anything other than what it currently is. And I have a lot of respect for that. And that takes a lot of mindfulness to do. And it leveled Michael and Trevor out. Because at the end of the day, facts are facts. And Franklin being that cool, that direct, and suggesting it in that way of like, guys, we got to work with what we got. That is A+. It is A+. Because this would have turned into some real bullshit between Michael and Trevor here without Franklin cutting through that and getting them to focus.
I got it. Classic blitz play. It's an industrial area, right? So I'm thinking vehicles. Trash truck to block, tow truck to sack them. We get some disguises, and we're golden. We just gotta hope like hell these are the kind of agency men that don't carry a panic button with them. If they are, we deal with it. If and when.
If and motherfucking when.
I will keep my eyes peeled, General.
There's the hierarchy. I know we've been talking about this through the playthrough, but Michael is the kingpin within this group. There is a level of trust from Franklin toward Michael and from Trevor toward Michael, because despite the fact that he might frustrate them, he has come through for them more often than he has not. And I think Michael is really seizing this opportunity to be competent. I think this is a massive juxtaposition against his family life. This is appealing to Michael. As much as he wants to talk about how much he hates this, this is his arena. This is what he knows. This is where he gets to be the leader. People listen to him. People respect him. And they listen. Trevor and Franklin. Two different versions of autonomy and self-directedness are willing to follow him into the dark on crazy bullshit. That is a really nice piece of social reinforcement for a role that Michael hasn't experienced in a long time. So that's why he's here. The other two are here because of probably some sense of obligation and reciprocity for what Michael's provided for them. All roads lead to Michael here. They both immediately looked to Michael. Even though Franklin was the one that said, we need to talk this through, they both looked to Michael for the plan. I know that he kind of jumped in and gave it, but they didn't dispute it at all. Good stuff.
Thank you, Michael. Hey, no problem. No, really.
Michael wants some gratitude. All right. I don't know that these are the two that are going to give it to him. They kind of give him that gratitude by showing up and following and listening to him. All right, so we left the area. I suppose we wait for Dave to call? Yeah, there we go.
All right, guys, a few more details. We'll need boiler suits and masks for this job. The garbage truck. Let's get one from your park. Bring it back to the lot. And there's an auto repair place by the airport where we can get a tow truck. What else? Oh, yeah. Get away. That would be nice. Get something fast and discreet. We park it off the road, a good distance from the lot. And make sure it ain't near something we'll crash into driving off. That's it.
All right, man, I got you, dawg.
What? Huh? I missed that. Maybe shout a little louder?
Bite me.
Boosting an earlier question, if someone has a hard time taking compliments, what is something they can do to fix that? Listen. And intentionally make sure that your shit doesn't get in the way of you allowing other people to have their own autonomy in making a decision about something you did. If a person compliments you on something, they've decided to do that. They read what was going on in a given moment, decided that it was worthy of appreciation, and said it to you. If you let your own perceived burdensomeness, lack of self-esteem, stuff like that, get in the way of listening to that, you're going to have not a lot of fun interacting with people. And people are going to get frustrated because they're going to feel like they have to convince you that you've done something meaningful to them. So listen and allow people to have their own autonomy. And recognize that when people give you a compliment, they're doing that not because you're forcing it out of them, but because they genuinely think that giving you a compliment is worth their time. Okay, so what do we need to do here? So we need to go... see what this part this says here. So I have a genuinely curious question here. From like a design art standpoint. Because like when you look at this stadium I don't think is really like modeled after anything in particular. Like it looks like it could be maybe like a little bit of like LA Coliseum or whatever. But like it's very obvious that Los Santos has buildings that are modeled after Los Angeles. In the same way that when you get music from people or use art in something, you have to, like, get permission from the artists for that, and you have to, like, pay for that. If you copy buildings and architecture in a game, is there, like, a rule around that? Like, I'm really curious about that. Like, is there licensing for that? This is not what the Forum looks like in real life. The Forum is a little bit more dramatic in terms of its, like, columns and stuff. Like, when because the Staples Center isn't in, or I guess now it's what, Crypto.com Arena or whatever the hell. But, like, that's not in here as far as I can tell. They kind of put everything into one space, but this is not what the Forum looks like. Because I know, like, architecture is, like, a form of art, I guess. So I'm just curious about that. If anybody knows the actual answer to that, I would be interested. If somebody's watching this on YouTube and you know the answer, throw a comment in there. I would love to know. Like, do you have to pay licensing fees for certain for certain pieces of architecture? Steal the tow truck.
Work, you piece of junk!
Alright, do I knock this guy out?
Oh, shit! So much smoke!
Sorry, man, I can't afford to have you call the cops on me, buddy. Yep, Memorial Coliseum. I thought so, Martius. It looks a lot more like the Coliseum than it does the Forum. Yeah, I don't know, Scott. I know the guy was just changing the oil. I feel bad that I had to do that. But I had to do it. Works of architecture now receive copyright protection, so it's unlikely that a true to every detail model of a distinct building could be used in a video game without paying a royalty. However, cityscapes and older buildings aren't copyright protected, and they may freely be used by game developers. A view of a building in a video game may also be covered by the fair use exception. Cool. That's really interesting. That's a quote from a law professional, so I assume it's correct. Cool. Green light, friends. Oh, jeez. Out of my way.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Raining in LA. Or LS, I guess. And I feel the rain on my face because I blew out the windshield. Tow truck. Got it. If I switch, I wonder if I switch to...
Tow truck is at the lot.
If I switch to Franklin... Are we chilling at the pad?
Man, are you serious? This motherfucker is fly.
Glad you like it. As I told you, it's yours.
Are you seriously serious?
For the 5th time, yes. Well, I gotta go. I'll be in touch about our little venture.
Man, good looking. Yeah. This motherfucker. Woo.
This is Franklin's new safe house. Okay. Wow. Damn. Franklin, you ain't been home. I got worried. Thought about calling, but you never pick up, so I did some digging and found you ain't been home. 'Cause it ain't your home no more. From Denise. You are correct, Denise. Let's check Franklin's messages. Steve. Alright. I don't know what Michael's been teaching you, but this job I got planned, you gotta know how to shoot. Get your ass to an ammunition shooting range. Beverly. Hey, homie. Heard a few rumors on the celebrity grapevine. Opportunity to get some real money shots. Send over locations. Call me when you get there. Typical way you treat your aunt. Me. I got worried. Thought about calling. You never pick up. Found it because ain't your home no more. You're living up in Vinewood Hills where you don't belong, boy. A word of goodbye would have been nice. Well, so you were aware, I've been to the desert to get certified as a pelvic floor exercise instructor. I have been weak down there for so long. Well, no longer. Now I'm strong and I will lead. And you are weak. Not just as a man, but as a person. You're really losing yourself and I don't like it. You ain't got no respect. What if I want to put a woman's art center in the home? What if I want to start running pelvic floor classes myself there? Well, as I always say, you come from trash, you stay trash, and that's what you is, boy. I loved my sister, but boy did she make some mistakes, including in having you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I got boundless love to experience. Your aunt. Boundless love to experience for everybody else. All right. We've talked about this, though, chat. We've talked about this. Franklin is a threat. Franklin is achieving something that I think everybody else in his family would happily take. Are you kidding me? If you went to his aunt and said, have this house, pretty sure she would take it. I realize he's done some not so great things to get this money, but when she says, when you come from trash, you are trash, you're always trash. These are the things that hold people back into the communities they come from. It's a double-edged sword. Do I continue to stay in this space to my personal detriment, but to the boon of the relationships that I have here, but then perpetuate this idea that this isn't a situation that I can get out of? Or do I do something to better myself and get out of this situation and try to push myself forward, whether it's through job or whether it's through education or, hard work, whatever it may be, certain opportunities. And then everybody tells me that I'm a piece of shit for leaving and tries to punish that. It's a very hard thing because you're basically giving up your formative relationships in order to do better when you're Franklin here. And that would be pretty distressing to read that message. It's a way of forcing him to carry them with him without them actually supporting him in a way that he could invite them over. Franklin could absolutely help elevate everybody around him. But why would he when they're going to talk to him like this? Not a great decision on behalf of his aunt. F, I don't know why I'm writing you, but trust me, it's not because secretly I want to get back together. I don't. Not now, not ever. You are who you are, and that is that. I waited, and nothing changed, and now I'm seeing someone else, and I'm finally happy. After all that I went through with my brother's passing, I know that life you live ain't for me. I always knew that. I ain't got the strength. I don't want it. I want something else, and that thing ain't money. I guess what I'm saying is goodbye. You'll always be my friend. You know that. But this is it. Tanisha. All right. Stopped raining. Let's go. Yeah, good for Tanisha. You know, she found somebody she's happier with. More power to her. Guys, remember, we still need to set up a getaway car. Find one, leave it somewhere secluded, and then call the others to say where it is. Getaway car's got a seat 4, I imagine, so this car's not going to work, but we're in a nice, wealthy area here, so I'm guessing we could probably find something decent. It's also got to be discreet, which tells me that maybe we need to find, like, a hybrid or something. This actually isn't too bad. I do not like the sound of Franklin's shoes, given that it's wet, but... Another 2-seater, so that's not going to work. I'm just scoping out the neighborhood. Ooh, here we go. Maybe. God, everybody in this damn neighborhood drives a 2-seater. Or a coupe. Look at that, even that. How am I supposed to get anybody in that car? Coupe. Coupe. Jesus. Here we go. Nice Mercedes. That should work. Get out.
Just a robbery, sweetheart. You insured.
Christ.
Ooh, Tanisha just texted me again. What did I say to her? Oh, so Franklin said, T, don't say that. You do your thing right now, but wait for me. We meant for each other. You know that. Love, F. Tanisha. No, you got it wrong. We ain't meant for each other. You got to understand, there's always a cost, and the cost to the choices you made is you and me. No going back on that. Like I said, I hope you make it, and you're my friend, but I want a real life. Good for Tanisha. Nobody is entitled to a relationship with another person for any reason. The only relationship that a person is entitled to is a child being entitled to the caretaking and affection and good effort of their parents. On adults, literally nobody is entitled to you. You want to tell yourself all sorts of stories about how what I just said isn't true, go for it. But what I'm telling you is absolutely true. You are not, nobody's entitled to you. You're not entitled to anybody. Tanisha is welcome to set whatever boundaries she needs to set. And if she says that the relationship between the two of them, losing that as a consequence of any of Franklin's actions, that is entirely okay for her to set. She does not owe Franklin a relationship in any way, shape, or form. And to think that she does is ridiculous and is not good on Franklin's part. So good for her. She set the boundary. She's clear. She's firm. And Franklin damn well better respect it. He doesn't have to agree with it. It doesn't have to feel good for him. But she's saying, I don't consent to being in a relationship with you. Thus, it ain't going to happen. I'm moving on. I'm willing to see you as a friend. If you can't get there, then that's for Franklin to decide. If Franklin says, you know what, I can't be friends with her, I can only see her as a love interest, Franklin doesn't have to correspond with her. And he could set a boundary in that direction as well. Hey, if you're not interested in me romantically, then I don't want to have any correspondence. Franklin is well within his bounds to do that as well. But good for Tanisha for being that clear and forward with him. I really respect that. Now, where to take the getaway car?
Don't talk to my boyfriend.
Whoa! Holy shit. Car drives nice. It should be a good getaway car. Oh!
Not the car!
Yo, what up, my brother? Check this shit out. You know Princess Georgina, that snooty English royal?
She, not really. She don't kick it in Chamberlain Hills much.
Well, word has it she likes to blaze one for Queen and Country, if you know what I mean. There's a deal going down right now. I need you to meet my contact outside Chico's hypermarket. And try not to blow his cover, okay?
All right, man. This one I got. I'll hit you when it's done.
I don't want to... All right, guess we're meeting Beverly's contact. Let me guess. It's you.
Yo, you Beverly's boy?
Shit, I guess I am, homie.
They're round back. Heavy security. I'd take a photo from the roof if I was you. Okay, I gotta go. This conversation never happened.
Yeah, I got you, homie. It's good.
And Beverly, a photo of the princess. What does she do? Okay. From the roof.
I have Sticky Cowboy, Mindless Passion, Purple Plunder, Endless Panic, whatever you want.
Marvelous. I'll take it all.
Okay.
I am on holiday. I mean, apart from a few photo shoots with orphans and cripples, but like, I could do that in a coma. They really are the same the whole world round, you know?
Okay, give me a second.
So like, back in England, my help would like totally do this for me. They're like super scared of being arrested and totally banged by scary dudes in US jail, yeah? So like, so ghastly. It's such a total drag. I mean, the UK taxpayer gives them money to protect me and be my servants. They should just like do what I say. Even if it's like lick my shoe or buy me drugs or like perform a sex act on my dog, you know? The taxpayer should totally get their money's worth, right? I mean, back when we had an empire, the king could like chop people's heads off and stuff, and that was so much better. I mean, the queen is like my granny. You know, it takes hundreds of years of inbreeding to get recessed chin, buck teeth, and snout like nose like mine. I mean, I'm a rare breed. I should be like cherished and stuff.
Okay, here you go. This should chill you the fuck out.
Please pay this poor man. Really, the Secret Service has gone down the pan. Oh, thank you, fantastic. I really enjoy meeting the underclass. I'm so relatable in that way.
Sweet Jesus!
incredible, dude! That photo is solid gold! This is bigger than climate change! Imagine the headlines. All those highness puns. I am gonna be rich!
Don't you mean we?
Oh, yeah. Mi casa, tu casa, you know. I'll catch you later. I need to get this to print.
Well, I mean, the sentiments she was expressing were not great, that's for sure. Oh, okay, so I can hide this. Okay, so I need to hide this in a discreet location. Back of parking lot would probably be good. Right here. And then I'll call Michael. Oh god, more with Tanisha. Alright, let's see what Tanisha's got. First of all, let's see, what did I send her? You're being... Oh boy. You're being emotional, and I understand, but I'm always here for you. Ugh. This isn't just a men to women thing, but this happens, I think, most frequently with men conversing with women when women set boundaries and are very clear. You're being emotional. That is so invalidating and out of touch with how clear and measured and direct and respectful Tanisha was. Without even Franklin realizing it. He may not realize that of what he just did. But what Franklin just did was he just leveraged his societal position as a man to try to invalidate and discount boundaries set to him by a woman. And to whittle that down to her being emotional is super unfair because it suggests that what she's saying is out of her control. That if she just engages her rational brain and calms down a little bit, she'll agree with him. This is something a lot of people say, and in particular, a lot of men say this to women when they hear women say things they don't like. And it's gross. So men that are watching this, don't ever say that to a woman. And if you're anybody watching this of any gender identity, don't say it to anybody just in general. Saying you're being emotional when a person is very clearly not being emotional as a way for you to communicate that you don't like what that person said. Shake my head so vigorously no that it'll make me dizzy. Don't do it. Doesn't work. So then Tanisha, in response, says, and I'm here for you as a friend and nothing more. If you can't accept that, then we can't be friends. I'm getting married to a good guy, a real guy. I hope you're happy for me, and I hope you know it's what I need. Tanisha is killing it. Killing it. Beautiful example. If you can't accept that we're just friends now, that's perfect. That is Franklin's prerogative. He doesn't have to accept it. Then we can't be friends. Good for you. Nice and clear. Now, not saying this is Tanisha. I'm just saying this in general. Things go south in her relationship with the person she's marrying, she damn well better not be turning to Franklin. Okay. We missed out on an entire quest line in Red Dead Redemption 2 because of somebody who pulled that shit. So if Tanisha's going to set this boundary, then she needs to stand by it and not rope Franklin in if she knows that he's not going to accept her as a friend. That is on her. Good on her. This is beautiful. Good for Tanisha. You missed out on a good one, Franklin. And that's alright. There's more fish out there for you, buddy. Alright, how do I... Maybe this location's not discreet enough? In other words, we're responsible for the boundaries you set. Yes. You are. You don't get to set a boundary and then be pissed off when people respect that boundary. That is not okay. Discrete location. Maybe here? The hell, man? Alright, we're going to get the garbage truck then.
Come out! You got the day off, homie.
Oh.
Look out the way.
Oh man, getting away from the cops in a garbage truck is going to be awful. Oh, come on, baby, climb. Oh, there's no way a cop's up here. Oh. Oh. Come on. Come on. No. Such bullshit. There's no way a cop's up there. He's gonna turn left, isn't he? He's gonna turn left. Ooh, maybe not. Alright. Alright, be chill, Franklin. All right, there we go. There we go. You did drive right by a police station. They'll never suspect it. If I was in a garbage truck running away from the police, would I really be dumb enough to drive up next to the police station? You gotta be unpredictable. I mean, I tried to drive up the mountain as far away as I could from them, and they were right there. They were on to me. You drive up to the police station? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. They won't ever think of that. Stay unpredictable, friends. You control the situation with unpredictability. And tonight has been nothing if not predictable, or if not unpredictable. I'm still thinking about the lady at the bottom of Loch Ness right now, you know? R.I.P. Trash truck. Gotten. It seems like a perfectly reasonable getaway vehicle.
That's the garbage truck.
This vehicle is unsuitable to use for the getaway. We had one. I just don't understand the discreet. Here we go. Maybe this? Or is this a freaking coupe? God, everybody in this goddamn city drives a coupe. Oh. Well, here we go. This is a good one. This is a good one. Yep. There we go. Get out. Get out. I'm sorry to ruin date night. I did it in a discreet location. Mark getaway location option when phoning Michael. All right, discreet location. If I was a discreet location, where would I be? Neon yellow Porsche is probably not discreet, no. There we go. Got it.
Hey, I got a ride for our getaway, homie.
Well done. Where's it stored?
At Borough Heights.
Beautiful. All right.
Hey, great hair!
One more. Gotta get the clothing. And then we're good to go. Oh boy. Oh shit. Sorry, man. That was my bad. My bad. Don't mind if I do.
Don't be no wise ass punk. Now give me that.
And it would be a scary world if people could just carjack like this with no repercussions.
That's dumb luck right there. Can't be real.
Holy shit.
Alright, let's buy the guns. Buy 3 boiler suits.
I was wondering if you'd be back in again. Listening to you and those 2 friends of yours bantering back and forth, it was so cool. It was like I was in a movie or a music video.
Yeah, Navy is good.
Man, what are you talking about?
I love the hip-hop. P.G. Jackson, MC Clip.
That ain't real hip-hop.
No, of course not. I mean, what would I know? I barely exist outside this store.
Way to be self-aware, ammunition guy. Alright, we got the suits. Alright, one more. Franklin can pull off anything.
Hey, y'all, we got ourselves some boiler suits.
You got all three the same color? Yes. Come on, I'm not trying to differentiate us. We all gotta look the same. Because if they say guy in the green suit, guy in the, I mean, I'm putting a target on people's backs. We do this together, friends. Navy suits for all. Also, those suits were crazy expensive. $105? You gotta be kidding me. In this economy? What I do, Marty's. Not really.
What are you doing there?
What up? Is this not a road? Buy 3 masks. Good thing the mask store is open at 2 a.m. Right next to Slice and Dice. Ooh. Alright, green monster mask, red monster mask, pig mask, dark pig, silver skull, bone skull, space monkey. Oh man, careful. Hopefully the NFT crowd doesn't get mad at me if I use the monkey mask. White hockey mask, red hockey mask, ape mask, uh-oh, dark ape mask, carnival orange mask, carnival white mask, carnival blue mask, lucha libre red mask, green, blue, black, gray, phoenix. Damn, we got some good stuff here. I think we take... We need to take masks that cover our entire face. Skull seems like a really decent one. Although the monster masks are pretty good too. Lucha Libre.
What's shaking, buddy?
Alright, buy a mask for Franklin. What are we going to do for Franklin? So Franklin...
Pay you back as soon as I can.
Get him that green monster mask. Michael...
Helen, is that you? Hey, I just saw your bleed. Where are y'all gonna be in a couple hours? Oh, yes.
We'll give Michael the ape mask and Trevor Space Monkey.
Goodbye, friend. I handled the mask, man. Don't worry about him.
All right, that's everything. I'll call Steve, tell him we're ready to move on this.
All right. I'm ready. Let's do this. Now I guess we just wait for a call from Steve, huh? I didn't say it has to make sense, Llama. Well, while we wait, I suppose... I don't know. Do we go talk to Barry? I guess we can. We'll see if they call on the way to Barry.
Unbelievable.
Just take it. It's thrift store anyway. Help! That bastard just robbed me!
What kind of amateur are you?
robbed her in front of the wrong guy.
Tell me it's good news.
Here, man. Man, I'm a hypocrite.
What a gentleman. And for once, I'm not being sarcastic.
I don't know. Was that man's life worth $2,000? I don't know, man. I'm kind of conflicted about that. I'm not kind of conflicted about that. Like, I mean, we just killed a guy in cold blood for stealing $2,000. I don't know that that's the way. It doesn't quite feel like a good deed. I hope an ambulance shows up and maybe resuscitates the guy. I only put like maybe 6 rounds into him.
Are you pro-freedom?
You. Oh boy, how's
So I
this?
take it I can count on your attendance, friend?
Huh?
At the smoke-in.
We're what?
Yeah, we're gonna bring down the government by smoking weed together in a public place. It's very effective. I'm prepared to be a martyr, friend. Are you?
Shit, if being a martyr means to smoke good weed, for sure.
Like a little warm-up? You know, before you go and collect the supplies?
Before I what?
You know, get the supplies. Can't have a smoke-in without smoke. You know, cerebral stuff that's gonna get the people up off their feet, protesting.
Man, I don't know. It sounds kind of bullshit to me.
We're gonna crush them with our resolve. Here. Have a little taste of that.
Damn, Franklin.
Just a mellow, sophisticated high.
Man, it seems a little dry.
Can't you see the aliens?
You take it. Man, this shit is garbage.
Anyway, just get the stuff. It's a revolution, and then call me.
Crazy motherfucker.
San Andreas needs you. I'll text you where the stuff is. Hey, go quick before someone sees you. And look out for the cops and the monsters. They're everywhere.
Oh, God.
I'm being watched. The cops are on
Franklin's
me.
like, this is just trash weed.
Are you listening?
I love it. Oh my God.
We can't be seen together.
Love it.
What the hell do you think you're doing? What? You for real? I don't fucking believe this.
See you at Honker's Karaoke next week.
Lose the cops. What? Come on. No way a random cop. Jeez. All right, whatever. Into the water. It's not deep enough. Oh, God. Was that a helicopter? Okay, thank God. All right, Barry's our new contact. what else is there to do? It looks like, I think we're probably, I mean, let's go maybe clean this up for Beverly, and LA River will wash your sins away, right? I did not get caught by the cops there, Hybrid. Getting caught by the cops would mean that I, like, go to jail. And it'll say, like, busted. Alright, well. I want to do the heist. Maybe we're just not ready for it yet. Maybe we gotta wait till daytime. Maybe I call, let's see. I want to play some tennis again. Or some golf. 'Cause I know there's a golf course here. More than anything, I want to do the heist. Thanks for joining the fight. Here are the deets for the pickups. Move fast and keep an eye out for the cops. Henchmen of the totalitarian regime. Thanks, buddy. Alright. Areas where you can find vehicles with a hidden stash have been marked on the map. Alright, I'm close enough to this, so let's do this first. I'm doing the heist as soon as I get a call about that. Should golf with Trevor. Sounds like it would be a fun time. Watch Trevor be like the best golfer of all of them. Just like supernaturally talented. Alright, Beverly, what do you got for me, big dog?
Hey, yo, what's going on?
Our friend Poppy Mitchell has just been spotted in a high-speed chase with the cops. Like right now, bro. Apparently she's wasted. Get after them. See if you can snag a shot of her getting busted.
I think I'm on a bike. How the hell did you get this tip, Beverly?
I guess that's her.
You got a chopper on her? God, this seems like it would be just remarkably dangerous. Oh, shit! Oh, my God! Good thing there's backup.
Man, how the fuck I get myself into this?
Uh-oh. Holy shit, she just drove over the concrete. Damn. She's a skilled driver, I'll give her... Oh! You kidding me? Are you kidding me?
I guess that's her.
It was ridiculous. What up, Raiders? I appreciate you coming on in. If you're here off the browse page or if you're coming with the raid, hello, I'm DrMick. I'm a licensed couple and family therapist. I have a PhD in human development. This is Game Sessions with a Therapist. We play cool games, talk about mental health, psychology, therapy, and more in an effort to destigmatize those things, bring information to people who wouldn't otherwise have it in a responsible, ethical way. I do not do therapy on stream, but I do answer questions related to mental health. I also do Let's Plays where I illustrate psychological concepts using video games. We are playing GTA 5, so welcome in. And this time, I'm not going to run over a lamp pole and ruin this whole thing. Yeah, I have to get a picture of her getting busted, so I have to follow her until they manage to grab her. And then I gotta get a picture of her with the cops busting her.
Man, how the fuck I get myself into this?
You got yourself into this, Franklin, by agreeing to do it.
This isn't happening. This isn't happening.
This is happening. Step away from the vehicle.
But I'm special. This isn't meant to happen to me.
There. Wait a second. You're Poppy Mitchell. I saw that video of you.
How did I look?
Oh, yeah. Good. Hey, can I get an autograph?
I'll do anything if you let me off.
Anything?
Anything.
Yikes. That ain't unrealistic, though. Let's see what happens if I switch to Michael.
That photo! What can I say? A-grade journalism! Our little sex tape sent Sloppy Poppy in a full-blown meltdown! How does it feel to be on the front lines, dude?
Shit, it ain't exactly Iraq, man. And you know what? I might feel a little less degraded if I was fucking getting paid.
All in good time. The truth comes first. I'll be in touch.
Yeah, go figure. She got pissed off because of a sex tape that we released. That makes, I mean, we're pretty shitty people for doing this. I'm going to go back really quick to when Franklin was on the bike and saying, you know, man, how do I get myself into this? We've established that Franklin's not exactly great with boundaries. Franklin agrees to do a lot of things that I think are against his general sensibilities, but yet he will still do it. And then he asks this question of, like, how do I get into this situation, as if it's a big surprise to him that agreeing to do things that are against his sensibilities puts him in situations that are against his sensibilities. It's a... I don't want to call it clever, but it's a sophisticated way to deny internally his own accountability for his decisions. Oh my God, I just circumstantially found myself in this position. Suggests that, like, the environment somehow cultivated this, that he didn't, in fact, be the guy, like, wasn't the guy that put himself in that situation. And my question for Franklin would be, if you assumed responsibility for your action there and you entertain the idea that you're in this situation because you, in fact, put yourself there, what would that actually mean for you? Because I get a sense that there's an aversion to what that would mean to you, and I would love to know what that is. Because I don't know what that is, and I don't want to assume what it is. But it's a dynamic that we see, I think, frequently with Franklin, where he just sort of attributes things to circumstance when really it's on him. Alrighty, let's go. Let's change to Michael. Let's see what happens. Struggling, Michael? Just sitting in your car? Feeling sorry for yourself outside of your house? Doesn't sound totally unlike Michael. And I don't mean that in like a nasty way. Alright, well, let's see what we got.
What is wrong with you smoking in my house? You know, ever since that psychotic pal of yours turned up, you've turned into an even bigger asshole.
Thank you.
One of the earliest signs that people are separating themselves from another person and from the units that they're a part of is a language shift, where things that have been jointly procured over the course of the relationship switch from ours and we to mine and my. One of the more frequent places that we'll see this is people will say things like my son, right? Or in this case, my house. That language suggests a boundary or a barrier is forming between the two of them. And that, for me, when I have my antenna up and I'm listening to couples talk, when I start to hear that kind of language, it's a window into that internal separation between the two. So now I'm looking at Amanda and I'm thinking to myself, is she starting to check out of the relationship? Because as far as we know, this is their house. Whether she wants to be with Michael or not, it is theirs. So to take possession of it linguistically lets on that separation. Language is ridiculously important, as many of you have come to realize as I do these analyses.
Your support in my difficult times means the world to me.
I've supported you. I left everything to come here with you, and still that crazy bastard turns up.
I'll handle it.
How?
I don't know.
Oh, you know what? Just keep him away from me and the children, you low-life, whoremongering asswipe.
Did someone say yoga?
No, I think she said whoremongering asswipe.
Hello, Fabian, darling.
Namaste, Amanda. Are we ready to practice?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, she's very centered. A regular oasis of peace and tranquility, this one.
Anger issues and worse friends. No.
Now, that said, when we look at these arguments that couples have, like Amanda and Michael are having right now, the fact that they still yell at each other, exchange insults, even though it's not great communication, it's still engagement. And the intensity through which they talk to each other suggests that underneath all of the process of what's happening, there is some piece of them that still cares. And that might sound a little bit weird to hear, but when you're working with couples in a therapeutic context, I don't get afraid when couples argue like this. This doesn't faze me. This isn't abuse, necessarily. I mean, they're not saying very nice things to me, but like they're not hitting each other or anything like that. So we look at this and we think, well, they still care about something. There is still give a damn in there, because if there wasn't, they would not engage like this. The most poisonous thing for a relationship is apathy, is when people stop caring, when they are completely indifferent to the relationship. And when you see that indifference / apathy in a couple, these engagements don't happen. They just kind of throw their hands up and go, yeah, whatever. I don't give a shit. Do what you want. But because Amanda still approaches Michael, Michael gets up and pursues her. The two of them are still engaging with each other. There's something there. And so if the two of them were trying to salvage their relationship, we can harness that. We can pay attention to that. I can say, there's still some sort of give a damn in there, because this isn't how people act when they don't care. So what are you fighting for when you're this intensely engaged? Lady, I wouldn't put gender on that at all. That's like an old remnant of like that stupid women are from Mars, or women are from Venus, men are from Mars. People do that. People usually mentally check out of a relationship before they actually leave it. But it can happen. It's possible. Not always, but it can. But yeah, people usually don't just spontaneously end relationships. They usually think through it.
Wonder I'm so upset!
You too, please. Namaste. We practice. Miguel, join us, please.
Miguel.
No, please, no.
No,
no.
The yoga is for sharing. Come, Miguel, come.
Awesome. So, Fab, if you can make me as happy and mellow as my wife, it'll be a job well fucking done.
We are all on our own journeys, Miguel.
Yeah, no doubts. Why is she driving a tank on hers?
Michael.
Perhaps to deal with your hostility, Michael. Now here is good. We have the sun and the moribunda.
It was a hell of a line. It was really good. It was really good. And Michael not fighting back knows that it's true. It was really good. Perhaps to manage your hostility, Michael. And he said it so casually, so matter-of-factly, that there's not a lot that Michael can say in reaction to that. I had a supervisor once who told me, you can say anything to anyone so long as you do it at the right time and in the right way. And Fabienne saying that to Michael right there in that moment, and Michael hearing it and shutting up, it was the right moment in the right way. It was pretty nice.
The asshole. Now we begin to put the asshole to the earth. Yes, we begin each sequence. Tadasana. Yes. Or mountain pose.
All right.
1, 2, 3. Mouth and anus are perfectly in line. Show him, Amanda.
1, 2, 3.
It is perfect. Now, Michael.
I don't know about this.
In and out with the breath, Michael.
Take a breath. Come on.
Out through the mouth.
Wow.
Maintain it. Air through the nose and out the mouth.
It moves. Amazing.
Come on, Michael. Yeah.
Now, in through the bloated
Now
nose.
that's a twa, baby.
Through those wrinkled lips. Out with the breath. Strength, Michael.
This is gonna have to do.
Now we will do something more complicated. Sometimes, when I do this pose, I weep uncontrollably for hours.
Oh, wow.
You feel that? The emotion inside. Let it go. Michael, join us.
I feel like I'm channeling bullshit right now.
You know what, Michael? Good for you for giving this the old college try.
You can breathe, can't you?
Very good. Now let it go.
There. There it is. The silly man forgets to breathe. In through the nose. Out through those wrinkled lips. You feel that?
Come on, Michael. You can do it, buddy.
Breathe, Mikkel. Let it out.
Later, you can show a stripper how flexible you are.
God damn it, Amanda. So, there is a phenomenon that happens very frequently where when people are in bad, right, or like relationships that are struggling, they often go through the relationship with their guard up, like this, because they're surviving the relationship. Okay, so Amanda and Michael go through their relationship like this with their guard up. In my case, it's in therapy, but in this case, it's in, them doing yoga, doing this together. In engaging people in their vulnerability, what you do is you bring their guard down. And when their guard comes down and they're willing to expose themselves, it's a very delicate moment. Because it's one where if either person or both have been experiencing this lost sense of power or wants to maintain control, they will see that guard come down and bam! Take a shot. And that's what Amanda just did. And people do that so that they feel a sense of control in the engagement and so that they can regain a sense of power. But what it does is it punishes that person for letting their guard down. Because ideally, when we're working on relationships and trying to get people to reconnect and communicate more effectively, we need vulnerability, we need validation. We need those tender moments to be handled with care. And if people use that to take a shot, you set things back a long way. And it can be really tempting for people to do this. Like Amanda probably didn't even think twice about the fact that she just said that. Thinking that she's being clever, thinking that she's getting one over on him. She gets to feel good about the power and the fact that she just took a shot at him. But that's not healthy of a dynamic if the two of them want to salvage things. And if you're ever in that position and you start to see some vulnerability that you've been wanting in your relationship and you feel like the guard's down, don't take advantage of that to reassert power. Take advantage of that to connect and to level and to problem solve and to validate. Come on, Michael. You can do it, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Yeah.
Now, you breathe.
Just exhale, Michael.
There! Let it go!
Yeah, I'm about to feel some emotions, all right.
Remember, children, do not fear the unknown. We are the unknown. Show us, Amanda.
I don't think Michael's up to this.
Why should let me decide?
Plank.
Plank.
Chaturanga.
Chata. Yeah.
Feel the flow. Everything is flowing in me. Mike, would you? Hold your anus strong, my child. Breathe, please, Michael. A breath, please.
I'm such a 12-year-old man.
Your inner eye. Your lungs, they work, yes? The backward eye between your thigh.
Come on, man, I'm trying to do yoga.
Almost the most important thing, no? Breathe out, please.
We need to talk to the kids about having a family session.
Not a bad idea.
Take in the air and release it. Hold the anus. Breathe, please, Michael. Out through the mouth. Not bad.
Come on, buddy.
Your
Walk it
lungs,
up.
They work, yes? Lengthen. Strengthen. Breathing is almost the most important thing, no?
Out through the mouth.
Okay. You have come a long way today, Mikhail. Yes, later you will cry like a baby.
Yeah, right.
His chakras are completely blocked. Don't worry about him.
Show me the downward dog. I'm glad we have helped with your impotence, Mikhail.
This is really some complex stuff happening right now between Amanda and Michael. Michael just agreed to share in a joint activity with her, albeit reluctantly. He did agree to do it. And he did it well. And Fabian, who's kind of the neutral party here, gives him credit for that. And Amanda looks flustered by that, to say the least. When people are guarded, they often will also pigeonhole themselves in a foxhole. And it can actually be really scary when one person leans in to make the effort. One of the hardest things when we've talked about the physics of relationships is getting people to move from potential energy to kinetic energy. Well, if one person makes the effort, that can actually freak the other person out, because as much as they want to see the other person make effort, if a person starts making effort, you have to make effort too. And if Amanda hasn't mentally prepared herself for that and isn't in a space to commit to trying to work on the relationship with Michael, now all of a sudden him making an effort in the spirit of the relationship is threatening, where she is then more likely to punish him so that she doesn't have to take it upon herself to do what she's supposed to do to lean into the relationship. And her saying, don't worry about him, his chakras are blocked, dismiss him, I think is her way to try to do that. It's to save herself from having to do whatever work she would have to do and be accountable for whatever it is that she's accountable for, and making sure that this relationship works. This happens all the time.
What'd you say? Your sexual energies have been blocked for too long. Back into my pelvis. Back.
What?
Backpack, yes, there you go.
Oh!
What?
Hey, enough of that shit!
Yoga is the answer, Mikhail. But what is the question?
Why am I such a moron?
We are leaving, and we are never coming back.
Good!
You are alone, you pathetic psychopath.
Fuck you! And that phony French fucking yogi! Ah!
Damn. That was bold. But there, again, chat, Michael getting mad about that, he's accessing some give a damn. It's there. That still hurt to see. Emotional reactivity of folks in their relationships sometimes is a really good barometer for their investment in the relationship. Even if they're doing things that are counterintuitive to connecting, like Michael being angry about that and seeing that is an indicator that there is still something that potentially could be salvaged here. Even if it means that they go separately amicably. Indifference would have been the indicator that Michael's done. And Amanda being as forceful and intense about the way in which she says all these mean things about him, again, suggests that there's something that she cares about in there. That this isn't as easy as it may appear to be. If she was indifferent, she'd just be like, you know what, screw you, I'm done, I'm going to go with the yoga instructor. This is about power. This is about them working shit out in really unhealthy ways. Because if they were done, they would act like it. But they're not acting like it. This is not what people look like when they're done. Go to Jimmy's room. Great, yes. Good. Let's triangulate Jimmy.
You still here?
Let's get pissed off at Amanda, and then let's go upstairs and let's talk to Jimmy. This is a terrible idea. Going upstairs and talking to Jimmy this is not the way. Jimmy is not here to regulate the emotional intensity of what just happened.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. Fuck you. You know what? If there was a rape button, I'd be using it right now. Unless
Jesus, Jimmy.
you're a faggot and you like that sort of shit.
Jesus, Jimmy.
Nice TV. Did I pay for that?
Yeah, you smashed the other one, didn't you?
All right, come on. I want to go for a ride.
I gotta meet a friend.
All right, so I'll go meet him with you. Come on, I want to get out of the house. I'm not going alone.
Come on. This is fucking bullshit.
Bullshit? Threatening to molest your online buddies is bullshit.
They're not my buddies.
They're the only people you speak to.
Okay. I'm expressing frustration here, but I want it to be clear that, like, I understand and empathize with why these things are happening. It's just very hard to watch. It's very hard to know that what people are doing, albeit well-intentioned, is not good for them. And this is another example of that. Michael just got put in a one-down position hierarchically by his wife when she said, "I'm out," and grabs Fabian's wrist and leaves. That is a power move. Michael is no longer in control. So rather than just chilling out for a second and staying outside and, like, taking a second to meditate on what just happened and be intentional about what he does in response to it, Michael immediately overcompensates by going to a relationship that he perceives himself as having more control over, which is that of his son. So this entire engagement with Jimmy is inauthentic and unfair to Jimmy. Because the only reason Michael went upstairs to engage with Jimmy and to have him do this is because of what just happened with Amanda. So he's expecting that this engagement is going to resolve whatever it is that just happened with Amanda. And it isn't. And Jimmy, who wants a genuine relationship with his father, is going to feel that. He's not an idiot. He's old enough to understand that. He can understand it intellectually in addition to emotionally, whereas a young child can feel that emotionally. But this is triangulation in a more sophisticated, less overt way that Jimmy is prey to and doesn't realize. And this would be a big no-no for me, for Michael. If I'm Michael's therapist, if I'm Dr. Friedlander, I'm looking at him and I'm saying to him, don't do that, dude. Jimmy is not, it's not fair to rope him into this stuff. If you're upset about what happened with Amanda, we need to talk about that. We'll figure out what that means for you, but do not wrap your son into this. It's not fair to him. He doesn't deserve that. And you have power by virtue of being his parent, so you gotta wield that responsibly, buddy.
So where's your friend?
Burger shot?
Yeah, nice to see the kids are still hanging out at the burger joints. Me and the guys, we'd go down to the diner after class every day. You know, get milkshakes, fries.
Ew, please. You know, you're really creeping me out.
I'm trying to relate to you.
No, you're trying to take me on some nostalgia trip. You're such a cliche.
Oh, says the dope-smoking, game-playing, live-at-home world owes him a living millennial.
I knew it! I knew it! The mask was gonna slip. The monster's been exposed.
The hell are you talking about?
The real you. That bitter, vindictive old man. You pretend you're being a father, but you hate me, don't you?
I don't hate you, Jim. How many times... I love you. Look, I'm sorry if I don't express that correctly. But why do you think we're here together?
Because you're scared shitless of being alone?
Oh, now you're an armchair psychologist. Just like the rest of this city.
You...
Kids are observant, man. They are. They know more than you realize. Going to be really vulnerable for Michael to accept what Jimmy just said. So we see an immediate deflection. Their dynamic is one of the more fascinating dynamics in this entire game. Because Jimmy, as we talked about before, I think wants to impress his dad. He wants to be liked by his dad. He says, "You hate me," which is a very childlike way to internalize Michael's behavior, but is true to his experience. Michael says, "I love you. I'm trying to relate to you." It's very hard for Jimmy to accept that because Michael has not been consistently available to him. So if Michael's going to do this, Jimmy has really every reason to believe that the other shoe is going to drop at some point. Which, from a parental standpoint, you have to shift that to Michael and say, yeah, Jimmy doesn't have to trust you when you say these things to him. Talk at this point with your son is cheap. You do have to be consistent with him. Even when he fights back, if you want to relate to your son, if you want to get to know him better, it's on you to be consistent, and it's on you to continue to show that you're going to show up to him, even when he doubts it. That's the only way that you have a chance at this. You don't get to go one time to Burger Shot and talk about what you did when you were a kid and expect that your son is automatically going to connect with you. That is not how it works. It is a one-sided gig when you're a parent. You do have to put way more effort into your relationship with your child than your child is responsible for putting in with you. That is how it works. Jimmy doesn't owe Michael anything. Michael owes it to Jimmy if he wants to commit to being a better father, to be more consistent for Jimmy. Michael, I think, is having a hard time accepting the fact that other people might have more awareness about him than he does, because there's really a loss of control in that. So to see his son say that to him, yeah, he's going to deflect that off and be really frustrated, and that's not good. It's not good connective tissue between him and Jimmy.
You brought me here, Michael. Don't get surprised when some of the razzle-dazzle rubs off.
Well, I thought you'd keep your head. You know, see through some of the bullshit.
Maybe that's what I'm trying to do. If you think you're walking around a town full of idiots with your Midwestern picket fence values, then you're probably the biggest idiot here. Wake up!
Oh, what did I bring into this world?
A child who is ridiculously perceptive. I gotta say, Jimmy is presented as if he's some sort of dolty teenage, says really stupid stuff online, but Jimmy is very smart. Very perceptive. And I think the frustrating thing for Jimmy is that the more perceptive he gets, the more Michael is unwilling to listen to him because it becomes threatening. So it's this real catch-22 with Jimmy, where if he's an idiot, his father treats him like an idiot. If he's smart and insightful, his father treats him as a threat. He is boxed in the biggest of ways, and when people are cornered, they resort to fight or flight. And if Jimmy can't fly, he's gonna fight. That's what's happening with him in every single one of these interactions so far. Neither one of those allows Jimmy to feel a sense that his father is proud of him.
You really have to meet my friend?
Yeah, I really do.
Then please don't get weird. For once in your life, don't be weird.
Oh boy.
There he is, the friendly neighborhood drug dealer.
Yo,
brother man, what's up?
What's
How
up,
you
man?
doing?
Good to see you. What are you turning tricks to pay for this shit, huh? Hey, who's the old man?
It's my dad.
Oh, all right, Mr. DeSanto.
Yeah, you the kid selling Jimmy pot by the pound?
Ah, Jimmy, bro, your dad's funny, man.
Come on, do this shit and let's get going.
Oh, yeah, you got that other thing? Oh, yeah.
Come on, man. What the fuck? Jimmy.
Just hold on a second. Oh, all right, later on.
Careful with that.
Hey, let's bounce.
Bounce. We're bouncing now. Is that what we're doing? Jesus fucking Christ.
What's wrong with that, Michael?
Alrighty then. Now what?
Can we just get back to the house, please?
Y'all find it kind of interesting, the difference between Michael's reactivity to the not so great stuff Tracy does versus the not so great stuff Jimmy does? Michael literally just went with Jimmy to get drugs with like no resistance. None. Now, I don't necessarily know what that means for him. I would be interested in pointing that out to him and being curious about it. Like, I don't have a hypothesis about it, but it is a very interesting difference to me. That either, and it basically tells me one of two things. One is that Michael has given up on seeing Jimmy as having any potential. So this just fits his narrative about his son. Yep, my son's a burnout who plays video games all day and just smokes a bunch of weed. So whatever. I'm just going to accept it. He's a piece of shit, and I'm going to drive with him, and I'm just going to allow it to be what it is. This is the closest I'll get to relating to my son. He's not ever going to be any better than I want. Or there's a chance that Michael identifies with Jimmy to some extent because Michael has involved himself with drugs, so this is less threatening to him. But the fact that he flew off the handle basically immediately for Tracy and is willing to just do whatever with Jimmy is a intriguing difference that I would love to know more about and see if Michael has any insight into.
So, want a drink?
By the way, what would have been really hilarious in the mission prompt there, just a little nuance, would have been if it said go to Amanda's house instead of go to Michael's house because of the fact that she used the word my a while back there. Like, if it would have said go to Amanda's house, I would have lost my shit there. That would have been like the funniest thing ever. Missed opportunity.
Driving.
Because normally you're such a between the white lines, friend to the pedestrian kind of guy.
Fine. Give it here.
Oh. What are we drinking?
Okay, your turn.
Maybe when we get home.
Ah, who's the square now?
Oh, Jesus.
I'm starting to feel a little woozy. You're fine now.
Really? This is not normal.
Chill out. You're just paranoid.
This is not paranoia. This is totally justified concern.
You should see yourself. On the phone. This ain't right.
Oh,
Stop moaning and drive back.
It's a red light, Jimmy. Oh, man.
What is this? No! I'll stop it. Oh, Losing, that's harmless. Vets have been using it for decades.
You anesthetize me? You fucking
I'm
shit.
protecting you from yourself. Also, I took money from your bank account and I'm moving out.
What?
All right? You're too crazy, Dad. Goodbye.
Jimmy!
Oh, man. This kills me. I'm going to get DMCA'd. I can't play this. This kills me, man. This is like one of the best parts of the game. I love this music so much. Ah. So I'll play some of my own music.
Jimmy, you little shit.
Oof. Yeah, the song that plays in that moment actually is so good. It's literally perfect. But thanks, DMCA. Oh man, what a struggle.
Oh, so now you call me back.
This looks like the outfit for a Porsche. Give me this.
Oh, fuck!
Call the cops.
Hello? I'm back!
Michael, I think you finally lost your mind. Your recent behavior and the company you've been keeping already had me very concerned. Now you've taken to attacking my Fabian, who is a close friend, and then Jimmy said you took drugs while driving him in your car.
Ooh, boy.
We've decided to move out for a while. You promised me you'd change, and you haven't changed a bit. I know you say I always act like I'm in a movie. Well, this isn't that. I think I'm gonna speak to a lawyer. I'm just really confused. Please don't try to contact us and try not to get yourself killed. Amanda.
Fuck!
Damn. Brutal. Brutal. You know, it's easy to say that like we feel bad for Michael here. I think because we know Michael, we've gotten to know him decently well throughout the game. We play as him. I don't think it's fair for us to say that like the family's entirely wrong here. Now, Jimmy drugging him and leaving him in the middle of the road like that, that's not great. That's not the way you do it, obviously. Michael has not been present beyond providing monetary support for them. Like, he hasn't fully invested himself in his family in the way that he's invested himself in these other projects. Michael had as good of a setup as he was going to have with the FIB of laying low and the FIB covering for him and letting him sit in silence. That's all time that he could have taken to invest in his family if that's what he wanted. And if Michael decided that that's what he wanted and didn't do any work to facilitate it, this is a consequence, in the same way that we said that Tanisha saying that she didn't want to be with Franklin is a consequence. Or if Michael said, you know what, I don't care about this. This isn't meaningful to me. Well, but Michael chose to go pull that house down, and he chose to go rob a jewelry store and put himself back on the map. And if Amanda and the family decide for themselves, you know what, it's very clear that we're not your priority and that your old life is something that's still more appealing to you, I can't really fault them. This is tough stuff, man. I mean, like, he's made bad decisions. And if we're going to applaud Tanisha for taking a stand on Franklin, I think we have to applaud Amanda on taking a stand with Michael. This is better than her staying in the relationship and cheating on him. She is better off saying we're done and then going off with Fabian if that's what she wants to do. That's better than what we saw with the tennis coach. But it's tough. Real tough. And that's where we're going to end the episode. On a little bit of a somber note, I suppose, but that'll conclude part 9. So those of you that have been watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for making it all the way through this video. Please leave a comment. Put a thumbs up on the video if you enjoyed it. I assume you did if you made it to the end. I hope that maybe something I said was impactful or that there was something cool that you gleaned from this that maybe you haven't seen before. As I like to say every once in a while, like I don't claim to know everything here. Like this isn't the truth. This is just my perception of things. This is how I read them. And I appreciate how so many of you are interested in hearing what I have to say. So I hope that this was another episode that you enjoyed. I hope that it makes you want to see part 10. And I'll catch you over there. So thanks for watching, friends.